understand a very important thing in our lives, which you need to remember throughout your life. Got it? Yes. So that is good touch and bad touch. So before I begin, are you ready?
Yes.
Are you ready? Look at me, look at me. Fold your arms, and sit quietly, sit quietly. Now I want 100% of your attention. Whatever we are going to learn now, we will try to understand it, and then I am going to ask you what is your takeaway from this workshop. Clear? If you have any doubts, you want to ask any question, you will raise your hand. Clear? All of you will not speak together. Otherwise, what will happen? I won't be able to understand any question and I won't be able to justify the answer. Clear to everybody?
Yes.
Clear? Okay. So as you see the first slide, today we are going to talk about good touch and bad touch. Okay. So, I want to know, what do you understand by the word good? Only good. Yes. Something nice. Okay. Yes.
Ma'am, good means something safe and nice.
Something safe and nice. Okay.
Ma'am.
Hold on, I'll give you mine.
How are my smart types? Are you really smart?
Yes,
Wonderful. Please sit down.
thank you, ma'am. Good morning, ma'am. Good morning, ma'am.
Sit down.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. So we were trying to understand the meaning of the word good.
Something we are telling it's good. You did nice work. Something is good about.
Okay. Okay. So we have plenty of questions, right? We'll get back, we'll give you chance, right? Okay. Now, tell me, what do you understand by the word bad? Bad. Yes.
That is not good for you and it's not nice.
Something what is not nice is bad. Okay.
When we do something bad.
Acha. When we do something bad. Okay. Komal ma'am, this side you can take two. Ask it.
Ma'am, something that is unsafe.
Something which is unsafe. Okay.
Something which is not nice.
Something which is not nice. So generally, we all understand what does good and bad mean. Clear? Yes? Yes? Okay. So, now when there is a good, okay. So when we are talking about good and bad, there is something called touches and feeling. Right? Now, you get up early in the morning, your mama hugs you. What kind of a feeling is that? Good touch? Okay. You are playing in the park, your friend hits you. What is that kind of a touch? Bad touch. So you understand between good and bad? Yes. You can figure it out. Okay. Now when somebody touches you, you come to know whether it is a good touch or a bad touch. You do something good in the class. The teacher pats you. What kind of a touch is that? Good touch? Great. A touch of appreciation. Very nice. Great. Okay. So, now you understood what is good touch. So now somebody can give me an example. Something you must have, you must have felt a good touch. Yes? Yes.
When we wake up, when my father hugs me, it is a good touch.
Good touch. Okay. Right. I have already. Yes.
When my mother hugs me, I feel it as a good touch.
Okay. So, now we come down to the bad touch. When we feel that somebody has hit us, right? So what kind of a feeling do we have? We feel sad. We cry also? Okay. We are scared also? At times we are scared? With a bad touch? Yes? Anybody has experienced a bad touch? You have fallen down? Or somebody has hit you?
And one time I got hurt by falling. Then I stand up. I have a feeling of bad touch. It hurts a lot.
Okay. So now, when somebody hits, that's a bad touch, right? When somebody touches you when you don't want to be touched, that is also a bad to be touched. Do you understand this line? Right? So nobody can touch you without your permission. Got it? Now we will understand the concept of swimsuit, right? So you are seeing here the picture you see here. A girl is in the swimsuit and a boy is in the swimsuit. Now, when we are looking here, some of the body parts is covered. What are those body parts? The private parts. Yes. So nobody should be touching your private parts. Clear? So remember the concept of swimsuit. Understood? Right? So if you feel any time that there is a bad touch, whom are you going to speak to? Parents? Grandparents? Teachers? And any elder in the family. You can tell to a neighbor when there is nobody available here. And neighbor also when you trust the neighbor. Clear? When out of these four, nobody is here, then you tell to the neighbor.
We can speak to the class teacher also.
Yes, we can speak to the class teacher also. Right? We can talk to the coordinator also. Correct? Okay.
If we are in school, we have to tell our teacher, or if we are in home, we have to tell our parents.
Correct. Very nice. In school, you will wait for the parents. Okay, great. Great.
If we are in school, then someone gives us a bad first we should tell our teachers, and after when our parents come to pick up or we reach our bus stop, we should tell them also.
Okay.
Ma'am, if we are in school, ma'am, and then no teachers in our classroom, so we tell the nearest teacher in our.
Nearest to what class?
Yes, ma'am.
Nearest to what class? Okay. And then what do we do? If the teacher is also not there, then where do we go? No, we will go to the coordinator ma'am, and we will go to Sarika ma'am. Got it? Clear? Clear? Okay. So now, one thing is very, very clear, that where you have to go, whom to approach, if something like that happens. Now, you also have to be very, very vigilant. Anything happening around you, you have to be very, very careful. You need to report it. Clear? And do not be scared of anybody for telling all these things. If you are scared, anybody doing it will do it again. So you have to raise your voice against this. Be vigilant in the class, be vigilant in the park, be vigilant wherever you go. Okay? Okay. Now I am going to show you a movie, and then I am going to ask you what is your understanding from that particular movie. Right?
बस अभी आती होगी, चलो जाओ जल्दी। ये मैं हूँ कोमल, मैं 9 साल की हूँ। मुझे मेरा स्कूल बहुत अच्छा लगता है। मेरे कुछ दोस्त शरारती है, पर शरारत तो मैं भी करती हूँ ना। मम्मा स्ट्रिक्ट है, पापा कहते हैं तो क्या हुआ? तुम्हारा ध्यान भी तो रखती है ना। फिर भी मुझे तो पापा ज्यादा पसंद है।
अरे बख्शी, क्या बात है? कुमार,
पापा के पुराने दोस्त बख्शी अंकल और आंटी हमारे नए पड़ोसी हैं।
हेलो, कौन है ये स्वीट छोटी सी लड़की?
कितना अच्छा होता अगर उनके पास बच्चे होते जो मेरे साथ खेल सकते। थैंक यू। आज बख्शी अंकल मुझे स्कूल ड्रॉप कर रहे हैं। पापा ऑफिस के लिए लेट हो गए थे ना, इसलिए। अंकल बहुत ही स्वीट है। आंटी तो बिजी रहती है और अंकल तो घर से ही काम करते हैं। उनका घर भी कितना अच्छा है। वाह, यूनिकॉर्न।
इट्स ओके, तुम अपनी मम्मा को बता सकती हो कि मैंने दिया है, या फिर पता नहीं।
पापा भी इतना नहीं खेलते मेरे साथ। बख्शी अंकल कितनी ज्यादा मस्ती करते हैं।
हाय मेरी प्यारी सी गुड़िया, कहाँ गायब हो गई? यहाँ है, पकड़ लिया।
एक बार हमने घोड़ा दिखाया चुपके से। प्लीज मम्मा से ना कहना, वो गुस्सा हो जाएगी। थोड़ी स्ट्रिक्ट है ना। मैं मम्मा को बताना चाहती थी पर डरती थी। तो क्या हुआ? गोला ही तो है, मेरे सारे दोस्त खाते हैं।
चलो आगे खेले सीक्रेट गेम।
हाँ, बड़ा मजा आएगा।
आओ मेरे साथ।
ये क्या कर रहे हो अंकल? ये कैसा गेम है? मुझे समझ नहीं आ रहा। मुझे बहुत गंदा लगा। क्यों किया बख्शी अंकल ने ऐसा? कितना गंदा लग रहा है।
कोमल, सब ठीक तो है ना बेटा? हेलो मिसेस कुमार, आपसे कोमल के बारे में बात करनी थी। बेटा, तुम इतनी उदास क्यों हो? किसी ने तुमसे स्कूल में कुछ कहा क्या? क्या हुआ? किसी ने तुम्हें मारा क्या? अगर तुम मुझे बताओगी नहीं तो मैं तुम्हारी मदद कैसे करूंगी?
मेरे पास एक सीक्रेट है। मैंने गोला खाया और झूठ बोला और ये मुझे बहुत गंदा लग रहा है। आप मेरे से बहुत गुस्सा होंगे जब आपको पता चलेगा कि मैंने क्या किया है।
मैं तुमको गुस्सा नहीं करूंगी। मैं तुमसे प्यार करती हूँ ना बेटा, तो क्या मुझ पर विश्वास करो।
अच्छे अंकल नहीं है।
कैसे अंकल? रुक जाइए, सबको पता चल जाएगा।
तो हम कल ही आ सकते हैं। कौन मदद करेगा हमारी? उस पक्षी को हम ऐसे नहीं जाने दे सकते।
चाइल्ड लाइन, मेरी दोस्त प्रिया वहाँ काम करती है। वो बच्चों की मदद करते हैं।
10, 9, 8।
हेलो कोमल, जो तुम्हारे साथ हुआ उसमें तुम्हारा कोई दोष नहीं है। मैं वादा करती हूँ कि बख्शी अंकल तुमसे कभी भी मिल नहीं पाएंगे। चलो देखें कि अपने आप को सुरक्षित कैसे रखा जाता है। नमस्ते बच्चों, कैसे हो आप सब? तो आपको कभी ऐसा महसूस हुआ है कि आपको किसी के साथ अच्छा नहीं लग रहा है? हाँ दीदी, जब मेरा छोटा डॉगी मेरे जूते कुतर जाता है तो मुझे बहुत गुस्सा आता है। हाँ सही, पर मेरा मतलब था कि क्या आपको किसी ने इस तरह से छुआ है कि आपको अच्छा नहीं लगा? तुम में से किस चीज को ऐसा लगा? तो फिर हम कैसे जाने कि कोई हमें गलत तरह से छू रहा है या कुछ गलत कर रहा है? मैं समझाती हूँ। हमारे शरीर में 4 जगहें हैं जहाँ किसी को छूना नहीं चाहिए और हमें भी किसी और को वहाँ छूना नहीं चाहिए। मुंह, छाती, टांगों के बीच में और पीछे, यहाँ कमर के नीचे। ये आपकी निजी जगहें हैं। वही लोग जिनके ऊपर आपको सबसे ज्यादा विश्वास है, जैसे कि आपकी माँ, केवल वही आपको यहाँ हाथ लगा सकते हैं। तो बताओ, जब आप स्कूल से आते हो और मम्मी आपको गले लगाती है तो आपको कैसा लगता है? कभी कभी मम्मी से भाजी की बू आती है। हाँ, बिल्कुल। तुम्हारी मम्मी तुम्हें उन 4 जगहों पर छू सकती है या फिर डॉक्टर अंकल तुम्हारी जांच कर रहे हो तुम्हारे मम्मी या पापा के सामने। इस तरह का छूना तुम्हें साफ और सुरक्षित रखता है। जब कोई प्यार और देखभाल करने वाला हमें छूता है तो हम उसे सुरक्षित स्पर्श कहते हैं। अगर आपको इन 4 जगहों में कोई भी और छूता है तो वो गलत है। आपको शर्म आ सकती है, डर, गंदगी या उदासी महसूस हो सकती है। कोई तुम्हें गंदी तस्वीरें या फिल्म दिखाए या फिर तुम्हारे कपड़े उतारे या तुम्हारे सामने अपनी निजी जगहों को हाथ लगाए, ये सब तुम्हारे लिए ठीक नहीं है और इसे हम कहते हैं असुरक्षित स्पर्श। कुछ लोग ऐसा करते हैं ये जानकर भी कि ये तुम्हारे लिए ठीक नहीं है और तुम्हें अच्छा नहीं लगता।
तो आप क्या करोगे जब आपको कोई इन 4 जगहों पर छुएगा?
आपको चिल्लाना है,
नहीं नहीं,
और फिर भागकर उसे बताना है जिस पे आपको भरोसा है।
वो कौन है?
तो मुझे बताओ, किस पर भरोसा है तुम्हें?
मेरे डॉगी पर।
डॉगी को बता दोगी, क्या वो तुम्हें समझ पाएगा? क्या वो तुम्हारी मदद कर पाएगा?
मुझे मम्मा और टीचर पर भरोसा है।
तो फिर अगर तुम्हें कोई गलत तरह से छुए या फिर इस तरह से बर्ताव करे जिससे तुम्हें अच्छा नहीं लगे, तो जिस पर तुम्हें भरोसा है उसे जाकर तब तक बताते रहना है जब तक वो तुम्हारी बात समझ नहीं जाते। जिस पर तुम्हें भरोसा है उनसे बात करके याद रखना ये तुम्हारी गलती नहीं है कि किसी ने तुम्हें गलत तरह से छुआ है, ये उसकी गलती है जिसने किया है। कभी नहीं डरना या पीछे भी नहीं हटना। अगर कोई कुछ गलत कर रहा है तो बोलो। चिंता मत करो, तुम सुरक्षित हो। सिर्फ मुझे बताओ क्या हुआ। याद रहे, अगर तुम या तुम्हारा कोई भी दोस्त इस तरह की स्थिति में फंसा हुआ है तो मदद मांगे। मुझे फोन करें 10-9-8 पर और चाइल्ड लाइन तुम्हारी मदद करेगा।
We should share our feelings.
We should share our feelings and there should not be any secrets from your mom or dad. Right? Whenever you go back home, when you go back home, every day you should share what happened. Okay, how was your day? You need to express everything. It is not necessary that every day you will have a good day. Okay? Sometimes it may be a bad day also. So whatever you experience in the day, that needs to be told to your mom or your dad, so that they will come to know how was your day. Right? Hanji.
If someone texts into your private parts, so tell to your parents.
We need to tell it to our parents. We should not be scared of it.
Ma'am, if someone is giving us bad judge, we should say help, and then we should tell the person that you trust a lot.
Okay. Okay, what is the child helpline number? There was class 3 and 4, there was a condition. Before beginning the workshop, there was a condition. Do you remember that? You have to raise your hand and then you will be asked. Otherwise, I am not able to hear anything. You have to raise your hand. Right? Okay.
1098.
1098 is the child helpline number. Right? Okay. Any other question? Doubts?
Yes, ma'am.
You have a doubt?
Someone call us and we smell this rose and doing this, so don't listen to them.
Okay. There is one more thing which I would like to tell you. You all go to the park. You have to be very, very vigilant that there is no stranger around. Otherwise, what happens? The stranger, they will get chocolate for you one day, the another day they will get toffee, and you will be very happy that Mama to khane dete nahi hai and the stranger is giving us. There is a motive behind it. Okay? They may take you away from your parents. So be very, very vigilant when you go to the park to play. Okay? Yes. Who has a doubt?
If we call on
Yes, it's a real number, Ruchi. Right. Did you tell your mama about it? That somebody was giving? You have to tell. Okay? So mama will look into it when you go to the park next time. Right? So thank you everybody.
Thank you.
share everything with your mama. Great.
We can also met a stranger and that stranger tried to get our trophy. It can also be a poisonous one.
Yes, it can be a poisonous one. Something may be mixed into it, and you may faint also. You know, so that is why nothing to be taken from the stranger.
If we take a chocolate or a toffee from anyone, we can get hurt also, and they can take us anywhere.
They can take you away from your parents, right? Anji, who has a doubt?
One day I was going around the park and one stranger was giving me a toffee and I was not offering.
Did you take it from him? No. Very good. Only one day. Okay, now one day is over. Let's go to the another day now. Okay. Wait. Yes.
That stranger can bring us to his place and start us on our friend.
Yes. And then what happens is when the stranger takes you away, then they leave you on the road for begging. Because that's the way they are going to, get money. So you have to be very, very vigilant. Okay. Now only one more, and then Sarika ma'am is going to take over. You have to be very, very careful. Don't go near the stranger. Okay, so now Sarika ma'am is going to take over.
Good morning, children. So, first of all, I think please thank Mandeep ma'am. How do we thank? And how do we clap? So, thank you so much. Thank you, ma'am. And I think today's session was quite informative. Please sit. Please sit. So children, whenever there is something wrong, it doesn't happen every day. Okay? Or any kind of emergency is always uninvited and uncalled for. Means we are never aware of students. Bhavya? So whenever there is going to be any kind of emergency, anything wrong, it happens only one day. And that also you will not know. It's not like your birthday that I know what date it will happen. Isn't it? But we never think that anything bad should happen to us. But we need to be prepared for it. So if anything wrong happens, we must be prepared and we must be ready to face so that we know what to do. For example, if you fall down and you get hurt, what's the first thing you do? You inform and then you give yourself a first aid. In the same way, like ma'am has told you. So we all believe that I can hear students talking here. So whenever there is going to be any sort of, so we all believe that you all are going to be safe in school, safe at home, safe in your playgrounds. But there are bad people around you. And we never know who's that person. So we should always be absolutely alert that if something which is not normal is happening, if you are in school, inform. If you are at home, inform. So that's the first thing in your mind. Never feel scared that what has happened with me. If I tell to my teacher or to my parents, they will scold me. That's the first thing you should keep in mind. Anything that you feel is happening, which you feel is not right, not comfortable, and which is not normal, you must go and share it immediately without any fear. Is that alright? Yes. After that, we can always deal. Now, the helpline that ma'am has said is basically an emergency helpline. So, kindly do not call at that number unless you have an emergency, because they might come to you and they might ask you. That means you are just playing the hoax. Means you are calling a false alarm. So you are not supposed to just keep calling for fun. It's something that, God forbid, something wrong happens, then you should know that this is an emergency number. Otherwise, like he was saying, so that's a active number, but you are not supposed to call just for fun's sake. Wait, yes. There is a child helpline number. Yes. In the bus also. Yes. Yes. So, as a practice, children, I would say that keep, just a second. So, as a practice, what we should do is, we should all maintain an area around us where nobody should enter. Around us, even if you are moving in the line, you must have like 1 foot. So, what's 1 foot? Like 1 foot away from you, or say a hand distance away from you. You should try that within that area, nobody should come into your physical space. So if in the class also, avoid touching, whether it's a girl or a boy. Is it alright? So if it's your mother hugging you or something, that's just little normal. But other than that, you don't need to go and hug all your aunties and uncles and everyone. You can just wish them. And that is why if you are not knowing, I must tell you that the best way of greeting anyone is that we follow in India. And what's that? Namaste. And it has been proven during COVID times also. Even in other countries, European and American countries, these days they are wanting to greet like a Indian. How do we greet? Namaste. So what happens? We are not touching anyone. We are not getting the virus on our hands. So we are safe from the disease also, and we are safe from the bad touch also. Okay? So whenever you are not knowing who is that person around you, just either wish by saying good morning. Okay? So you don't need to hug or touch or anything. Yes. Which is that? So why can't we make our country safe for our kids? You know, our country can also become safe. And for that is why we are educating you, so that you need to work. And maybe some other day, he's given an idea. I will also tell you how kids in Japan keep their school rooms clean, the whole school. You've seen that? So we'll talk about that some other day, because, yes. And if you have a class with you, okay? They will happen.
We have to keep our house password, that implies some danger not
Yes. So children, please listen to me. Please listen. So I would request class teachers that whenever you have time, you can just keep discussing this. So whatever doubts and whatever other kind of queries you have regarding this, you must clear with your class teachers. So we just wanted to majorly educate you regarding a good touch, bad touch. So remember that it's important that we have to keep ourselves safe. So we have to work towards it. And the rest, whatever stories, or I would say not just stories, whatever is there in your mind, please talk with your class teachers, and so that you are clear about whatever doubts you have.